Hi guys, Rebecca here. Today is August 11th, 2018. The date in New Zealand is August 12th, 2018, and this is the evening update. First quake was a 2.0 at 24 kilometers deep. We get a look that it's in the middle of this bay area. It's Hawke's Bay. The next quake was a 1.4 and it was 25 kilometers deep. We can see this is a mountainous area as well. The next quake was a 2.3. It was 146 kilometers deep. And this is probably going to lead to more swarms in the area. The next quake was at 1.5 and it was 8 kilometers deep. This is near Mount Elizabeth. The next quake was a 2.0. It was 25 kilometers deep. This is back over at the Hawke's Bay area. That's Portland Island there. Moving on to the next one is a 1.6, 68 kilometers deep. We'll see if we have a ground view here. And it looks as though we may have one right next to it in that area. There's a dot right where the pin is. Amazing. The earthquake would have been back in this area here. So you can see I've got the magnitude here. What a view. Next quake was a 1.9 and it was 97 kilometers deep. The next quake was a 2.3 and it was 109 kilometers deep. And that could lead to around a 3. Our next quake was a 1.9, 86 kilometers deep. The next quake was a 4.0 and it was 15 kilometers deep. It's down here to the middle of the island. The next quake was a 1.5, and it was 12 kilometers deep. The next quake was a 2.0, and it was 6 kilometers deep. The next quake was a 1.7, and it was 74 kilometers deep. The next quake was a 2.7, and it was 31 kilometers deep. Let's get a look at this. The next quake was a 3.2, and it was 5 kilometers deep. And this one was at the Sudden area, I believe. No, it was at Christchurch area. The next one was a 3.2, and it was 11 kilometers deep. It was on the other side. And that's looks like Leslie Hills is over in this area. And this is the Toccoa Range. The next quake was a 1.3, and it was 54 kilometers deep. Next quake was a 1.2, and it was 20 kilometers deep. The next quake was a 1.4, and it was 5 kilometers deep. No biggie. The next quake was a 3.3, and it was 11 kilometers deep. And this is the one that was at the Sudden area. And yesterday I had said there would be a 3.5 down this area, so there's a 3.3. The next quake is a 2.0, and it's 22 kilometers deep. This is the next quake is a 1.7, and it was 23 kilometers deep. And that's in the Cook Strait area as well. Next quake was a 1.3, and it was 39 kilometers deep. The next quake is a 2.7, and it was 16 kilometers deep. And this is at the Lake Grassmere area. This is a salt mine. The next one was a 1.0, and it was 25 kilometers deep. The next quake was a 1.6, and it was 12 kilometers deep. This was within the Topo area, Topo Bay. So I'm going to see if we have a view here. Sometimes there is and sometimes there isn't. It shows you how big this is. And moving on to the next one. It's at 2.2, 120 kilometers deep. You can see this is White Island over here. And our quake is within here. The next quake was a 1.6. It was 9 kilometers deep. Amazing land formation. That's Lake Huron over here. The next quake was a 0.9, 17 kilometers deep. The next quake was a 1.7, 45 kilometers deep. The next quake was a 1.6, and it was 17 kilometers deep. The next quake was a 2.8, and it was 72 kilometers deep. The next quake was a 1.3, and it was 30 kilometers deep. The next quake was a 2.1, and it was 71 kilometers deep. This was in the middle of the Cook Strait area here. And this one should come over this way for about a 2.8. The next quake was a 2.1, and it was 25 kilometers deep. And that ends the update for earthquakes for today. Remember to check with your agencies as the quakes are upgraded and downgraded. Thank you, and have a nice evening.